Hi guys, welcome to the Mega Gaming Zone. Today I've got some tips and tricks to get you through one of the best new Switch games around, Luigi's Mansion 3. Let's check them out. Luigi's Mansion 3 is finally here guys, and I've had an absolute blast playing this since it came out. King Boo is back and he has trapped all of Luigi's pals in this crazy hotel, and once again it's down to poor old Luigi to set things straight. I've got a few tips for you to help you along your way, so let's get right into it. The game is good at introducing each part of your equipment bit by bit, so it doesn't overwhelm you. And all the equipment Luigi gets becomes pretty easy to use once you have unlocked everything. But I didn't realise until over an hour into the game that you can turn as you're hoovering or flashing. This sounds so simple, but it made everything 10 times easier for me. You can also use the motion of the controllers to aim up and down, which is also super handy as you're trying to aim for something in particular. My next tip is to Hoover everything. When you're a certain amount through the game, the Professor's lab becomes fully up and running, and he can sell you items to help you. So collect all the money you can early on, search in every bin or chest, hoover every nook and cranny, and pull down everything and anything you can to get your bank balance up early. Once unlocked, you can buy these gold bones and you can hold 3 at a time. These give you an extra life, so if you come across a boss that has given you some trouble, these will help you get through. Similar to my last tip, the game is actually really detailed, so if something looks like it can be interacted with, it usually means it's hiding something. Usually a bunch of money and hearts, or even a gem. Some interactions are really straightforward and others are a bit trickier, and you will need to use a mixture of your gear, but persevere and you will be rewarded. Check in mirrors, places you might not even be able to see, and remember to use your dark light if something seems out of place or out of the ordinary. If something looks out of the norm, it usually means you can interact with it in some sort of way. Speaking of gems, every floor has 6 of them. They are hidden away, some more than others. You will have to use all of your equipment to be able to find them. Unfortunately, there is no reward for finding all 6 on a floor, which is a shame, but find all of them and the Professor has a cool reward waiting for you. And yes, it is gem based. Just remember, some floors you won't have the equipment unlocked yet to go and get the gems. So remember to check back once you unlock some more stuff. After a certain floor is unlocked, you'll be able to track down mini boos. There is a mini boo on each floor, but you won't be able to hunt them down until you've completed that floor and captured the boss. This means you'll have to revisit the floor after completion, but how do you find them? Your Luigi will start to bubble and your controller will start to vibrate the closer you get. Mini boos hide in common places like bins, barrels and wardrobes, but if you look in the wrong place, they'll flee to a different area of the floor and you'll have to start again. So remember, just keep an eye out for your controller. The stronger it vibrates, the closer you are, and there's normally a visual clue to where they're hiding. My next tip is a small one, but it made such a big difference and really helped me out. Your flashlight is actually easier for killing small enemies like rats and spiders than using your Hoover. If you find yourself surrounded by a bunch of rats, just give them a quick flash with your torch and it will deal with the whole lot instantly. This is really helpful if you are chasing a rat who can be too quick to hoover up. I was stuck on this section for a little while, trying to hoover the rat up. In the end, just ended up giving it a quick flash, got the key that I needed. Another tip is to not forget about the menu. The menu has a lot of features that can help you if you get stuck. You can access the map, which will give you a hint to where to go next. You can also call the Professor and he will give you advice on where to go next. You can also fast travel to the lab, so if you find yourself needing an item before a boss fight, you can fast travel there and back without having to do the whole journey. This is super helpful late game when it starts to get a bit more trickier. When battling ghosts, look out for the health numbers above their heads. This will give you an idea of how many slams they will need to capture them. Also, when you're slamming ghosts and there is more than one, try to slam one into another. This will damage them both, saving you from having to capture both fully. This is super handy when you're on a time limit. You can also hoover 2 ghosts at the same time. Again, you get 2 for 1 when this happens, so sometimes it can be worthwhile being a little patient and lining up 2 at a time. Also, when you're hoovering up the ghosts, try to hoover them for a little bit longer than just sucking them straight in. This way you'll do more damage and normally you can kill them in 1 phase instead of 2. Some ghosts cannot be stunned by the torch right away, so try to see what is blocking the light and what equipment you have that can overcome it. This goes for boss fights as well. Nearly every boss fight has a specific mechanic that can be overcome with a piece of your equipment or a mixture of several. There is normally a visual cue to let you know what to do or how to time it. And as always, practice makes perfect. Try and use all of your equipment all of the time. That way, when you get into a situation where you need to use it, you can just use it straight away and get the job done. Hope you found these tips useful, guys. If you have, please give this video a like and subscribe for more upcoming Mega Gaming Zone videos. I've had a blast playing Luigi's Mansion 3. If you're enjoying it, let me know in the comments what's been your favourite part. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.